Welcome to my home theater, or at least what used to be my home theater. After years of being in this house, in this space, we are tearing everything behind me down so we can pack it up and move. We have a new, bigger space that's a blank canvas full of possibilities, but don't take my word for it. Let future me tell you. And this is the new space. As you can see, it's pretty different, a big departure from where we were before. But let's start from the beginning. Here we are again. So first things first, let's make our way to my office/studio. So this is where I'll be doing my regular work as well as recording videos. So I have a few thoughts on what I plan to do with the room, but it's a pretty big room. As you can see, I have a two-sided fireplace there, which I'm kind of iffy about, but there is a lot of natural light coming in with some overhead lights and 4 windows and everything. So I have a huge blank canvas to work with, so I'm really excited for how it'll turn out. And you can hear there's a pretty significant echo in here because of course there's nothing in here, but once we start filling it up, put some carpets on and everything, then it'll sound and definitely look different. So this space will be where I test TVs and projectors as well. So probably that wall, probably make it a feature wall or something. I'm not sure yet. Still have a lot of possibilities, but it's promising. Definitely promising. It's a lot better than my old space. Let's make our way to the family room where we'll be doing most of our hangouts and everything. It's right off the kitchen, so it's a open area, pretty open concept, but again, much bigger than the previous living room we had. This right here is where I envision the new display going, TV, most likely, probably a big one. Right now there is a fireplace there, the two-sided fireplace that you saw from the office, and above it is a TV, which you guys know how I feel about TVs over fireplaces. Just don't do it. So this will be coming down. We'll be doing something entirely different with this wall. If we look over here, we can see where this house has a whole home audio setup, and it uses this JAMO splitter as the means of distributing the audio. So it's a 2x6, so it has 2 inputs from 2 different amplifier sources, and I think it splits it to the 6 different rooms that it's connected to. But it's pretty ancient just by the look of it, so I'm gonna probably install something more modern, something you can control more readily, because the rooms have like volume knobs in all of them, but I want something more modern, something you can control from your phone or so maybe. But the room itself is also going to be an acoustic challenge, I think, because it opens up to the kitchen. So there is, a lot of work to be done to make sure that audio in this room sounds good, which is definitely the aim. This one also has a lot of natural light coming in, which is what we like. And it has speakers in the ceiling, 2 speakers actually, and these are for the whole home audio setup. But of course I'll be transforming them to a Dolby Atmos config, so they'll likely have to be ripped out and the layout changed because it's only 2 speakers and it's in the entirely wrong location. Up top here, the previous owners had some Bose speakers. You can see where that one's taken down and that one's still up. Yeah, those are nowhere near the capability I'm looking for, so that's gonna have to be changed too. So you see my office where I'll be testing equipment and actually doing work, and the living room, but none of those replace my actual home theater. So here is where the new home theater will live, in the basement. Now this basement is huge and has a lot of promise, but not without some challenges. I've already identified 2 potential places where I could put a home theater. The first spot is in this back corner, and any home theater I put here won't be as wide as I'd like it. So the distance here between the side walls is about 15 feet. So any home theater I put here will not be as wide as I wanted for at least a row of 4 theater chairs. It would definitely be deep enough though, because I can go all the way from the back windows to the front, so I could capture about 20 or so feet if I needed. So that's one spot. The other spot is where the current guest bed and bath is located. Now this space is already finished in the basement, but it also is in prime location, so it may have to go. The only problem with this is that there's a beam running the length of the basement, and the distance between the posts in the beam are not as wide as I'd like. So it's about 13 or so feet. So that means we would have to explore what options we have as far as potentially replacing the beam with something metal, so that we could extend these posts, that we could have a theater that's not only wide enough but deep enough. So if we're able to move those posts, we can capture all the space that's in the spare bedroom and then extend the theater all the way to the back, which is now some empty space unused. Those are the 2 best options as I see it right now. Let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts or suggestions. I would love to hear it, but we're gonna need somebody professional, somebody a lot better than I am able to do, to actually design the basement space, because we want to have another guest bedroom if we're removing this one, and bath, and other rooms for either recreation or, you know, to summertime to accommodate people using the pool and what have you. So we have to be very mindful in how we design and build out the space so that it's very functional and efficient. But you know me, as far as down there is concerned, the home theater is my priority, because I already miss my home theater. I won't have a home theater with, you know, big subwoofers and speakers and a giant display for a while, until we can get that basement space built out. I still have other options, because I have a retractable screen that I can use to test projectors and all of that, and the space in the office is big enough so I could put some really good speakers in there, so I could test in the time being, or for the time being, but it's still not a large dedicated space, which is what I want, which is one of the motivating factors for getting this home in the first place. But we shall see. Now, of course, there'll be a few build-up videos where we'll be building out some of these rooms to transform them from what they currently are to how we envision them being functional for our family. They're going to be pretty fun projects. I can already see it, and I love building stuff, so I'm going to have a field day with this. But yeah, there's a lot of design that needs to go into this house, and that is where we're going to be consulting professionals, because although I think I have pretty good taste, I'm not a designer per se, so I will need the help of some pros. But yeah, let me know your thoughts or recommendations in the comments below, because I would love to hear it. This is just my temporary setup until I can get this room how I want it, because work and life does go on even if I don't have an ideal space. Thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts and recommendations in the comments. Don't forget to like the video so you can see more of my videos, and to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and until next time, this has been your friend and neighborhood villain man saying be safe and peace.